Well, hi, and welcome back to Fossils and Archaeology. Actually, I had to, literally like 6 seconds in, I had to start recording all over because of the fact that I accidentally said 1.32 miles per hour because of the fact that I had reset in my mind to the point where it was still recording 1.12022. And that's not the first time I got confused on the intro. Welcome back to Isaac Gets Confused when trying to say the intro. As you can tell by the fact that I'm holding a sword, last episode my machete broke. But I got a bunch of other resources, including a backpack. Also quite a bit more white metal smelted. Okay, now the thing I need to do immediately is get some form of inventory organization because this is horrible. I checked the recipe off screen for the backpack. I've forgotten the part of it. Oh wait, the chest goes on top. That's why. So I got a chest last episode. Is it here? Just to make absolutely sure, because of the fact that I didn't test crafting it off screen, so I don't know if it gets rid of the items when you craft it. Okay, so I have a little bit more inventory space now. Okay, so I got some indicolite, but I also got slime balls. We can craft a glued paper sack. I like no room right now. I need to put that back in here. Do I have any paper on me? Yes, I do. And there we go. I'm gonna need 8 of these because I'm gonna have to smelt them. That's really on my backpack now. The last episode I got a ton of fossils. So in fact, a wrong ancient sword. You take one of my broken ancient swords and restore it since I finally have enough relic scraps to do that. Ooh, I got DNA! Plesiosaurus DNA. At least it's not like Plesio'd DNA. All things considered, that would actually be pretty awesome. Got a bunch of blocks. Well, I got a bunch of ingots melted. Drop another block of coal in there. gonna craft as many of these blocks as I can. This exercise is still really weird. Drop those in. Oh wait. Oh, I have to do more. Okay, there we go. Nice 21. Grab that. And it gives me like 2 free storage slots. But I did get a decent amount of blocks with them. I'm also gonna need to craft a white metal sword or silence gem sword if that's more powerful. And I'm out of white metal blocks. Again. Yep. Drop another biofossil in there. Yeah, this is starting to look, well, not really any different because of the fact that I wasn't even able to finish that wall. You get like 4 copper ore, which isn't really enough to bother smelting. I'm gonna just drop the Kylexes down in there. And if someone explains the pronunciation of the plural of Kylex and it's different in the comments, this episode is being recorded before that explanation would be in the comments. Because I record these episodes like all at once. Ooh, I got Nihilist DNA. I think that's the second sample of it. So it's gonna be 3 Nihilists so far. Just need somewhere to actually put them. So drop those plant fossils in there. And it's got more bone meal out of that scene. Ooh, Devonian fossil. Devil. There's now a chance for Devonian fossils to not drop anything. Genius plan forming. Big brain strats. Big brain. Ooh, I got an Archaeopteryx spawn. That's completely useless right now. No, maybe. Yep, they're in the. But surprisingly enough, I just got DNA right like that at the start of the episode. Do I have like more spores? More ancient spores? Fucking yield more than 9 because I'm gonna need them to craft the Batiza. Block. Oh. Just need more. Okay, 3 more now since I accidentally placed all those. Okay, so I'm gonna need 80. Thank goodness I've been inadvertently farming them like crazy. Yeah, that's a pretty expensive recipe, I would say. Not gonna break any from here, but I might break some from the swamp. Like one here. Break the rest of these. I'm just gonna use these for now. I'll get about 4. Okay, that happened. Questioning it would take too long. Not gonna do that. Just gonna build. It's getting closer. And mind you, this is with the initial dirt portion made. Let's get the tan sifting. Oh, I haven't gotten milk in a while. I wonder if anyone even remembers when the bone fossils used the coal texture as a placeholder. Okay, wrong waypoint. Might as well use these while I'm here. Grab that experience. Take it home. And drop that right in here. Actually, the big brain idea I mentioned. Oh yeah, they do naturally spawn, so I am gonna need the name tags. The big brain idea was to, well, I'll need to visually illustrate it. If I go back over here, there's this whole area where the ground rises up on all sides. I just place blocks like here, and in a row here. And I can fill the area up with water. filling any area with water is incredibly annoying in Minecraft. Because of the fact that the water will do the way flowing water converts to regular water. Water source blocks form only under very precise conditions, and if it's flowing water, there's going to be pretty strong current. Okay, those are in the wrong slots. Now I feel like an idiot. The reason I haven't implemented the whole increasing the stack size to 64 fix. Well, it puts in place because of the fact that I forgot about it since I wasn't using the furnace. I wasn't using the auto smelter. Well, that's actually almost... I generally use a coal block for like... I mean, I generally use an auto smelter for like one coal block at a time. Because it smelts more than a stack. This is like bucket of lava or blaze rod levels of smelting this. It's a word now, I just invented it. Bucket of lava or blaze rod levels of smelting this. Ooh, more Devonian fossil ore. Another Watiza Pro. Another completely useless Archaeoteros. I use for Archaeoteros bronze just because of the fact that they're originally supposed to be like an actual Easter egg, but I keep getting them so often. Ooh, yet more fossil ore. You might switch to the stone pick to conserve durability on this pick. We kind of outright need to break it faster. Now that I've actually done an exploration episode in the newer world generation the series has had since it switched to 1.12, you can see the stark difference between with the different mod steps, but also with the lack of glitches in new chunks. I had almost forgotten how broken all the already loaded chunks are. With the citrine tanzanite sword, unlike with the machete that I had prior, I can't interrupt a creeper's explosion by killing it. I really just been using this citrine tanzanite sword as this sort of stopgap. Because I'm gonna have to entirely craft from scratch the sword blueprint since I got the machete blueprint. reason I'm now suddenly mining is because of the fact that there's so much fossil ore. I was never able to get all of this because of the memory limits that had been on this earlier, which in turn imposed chunk loading limits. I can just fly around everywhere. It's liberating. Ooh, devoting fossils. A bunch of them. He's only hitting the grass. Ooh, I got a loot bag. Iron pick, golden sword, and pumpkin seeds. Going in the bag. Going in the bag. I didn't realize I could get loot bags from the custom NPCs. Okay, that makes the Devonian ore so much more worthwhile. Oh look, Devonian ore actually generating in a cave. You'll probably recognize that as a thumbnail from an earlier episode. Because of the fact that I'm probably going to change the thumbnail of an early episode to that. We got another 6 paper, exactly. Okay, back home, everything's smelting. It's taking me so long because of all the Devonian ore, Devonian fossils. You know what you think about it? Devonian fossils are a strange ore. Because they spawn as entities. Ooh, I actually got the Dilhoppa seeds. Nice. They spawn as entities. Okay, Dilhoppa. They spawn as entities. They can be anywhere. Even on the surface. Just randomly among grass. And they can drop loot bags. And they can also drop random drops. In fact, fossil ore is a strange ore too, because of the fact that it's an actual block that random drops that isn't a lucky block. I'm so reluctant to grab the bone meal because of the fact that it's such a incredibly common. Wait, now I have 16. Okay, can I put any? I just realized that there were outright free slots in here. Put anything in here? No, I can't. For 2 sand. To camp in there. Switch recipe. And I just got a ton of fossil ore. I mean 10 TONNE. I got like a metric ton of fossil ore. Ooh, the ancient sword I got for sure. So I'll put that right in there as a backup weapon. Okay, I need the sword blueprint. The regular sword recipe, but not with blueprint paper. And it needs a wooden rod. I just realized that actually checks whether we're in the crafting station. It's actually really cool. Let's grab the indicolite. Attack damage is 5. I mean, I'm still gonna craft it. It's a cool looking sword. Okay, it does 7 attack damage. I love how it says a bear sword, yet it's worse than the sword I got as a mob drop. It's as good as diamond, except they have swords that are better than diamond. The only reason I crafted it anyway and you use up the materials is because of the fact that it's really, really cool looking. But that means no, I don't have a silenced gem material that I can kill. Which is better than diamond. So white metal sword is still the best I've got for now. Alright. This has kind of been a boring episode, but at least I'm getting a lot of really cool stuff. Drop that in there. I am curious though, what does the machete do? Vector craft the machete of this. You'll notice that the indicolite sword oh, I get why the indicolite sword was as good as diamond. The bone raised its attack damage. Craft the machete blade. That should give it 1.4 attack speed, slightly slower. So it's sort of a slow attacking weapon like the Okay, so the machete is a slow attacking from like the axe. Only it's a sword, and this is a bit more in between them. Which would be useful if I had one that actually did more damage. So the katana does one less attack damage at higher speed. This is for attacking large groups of mobs. Okay, so that's... I'll probably add like weight mill versions of the katana and machete, albeit without a blueprint in your crafting recipe. Just so that I can have that type of weapon. But have it in the white mill tier, because the fact that the white mill is higher tier. Things to do next. Get into the Erebus, of course. I think I need at least 2 emeralds just to get in, much less to get out. Not 100% sure. But I'm gonna close off this episode by placing the last 6 bricks. 6 blocks, I mean. Okay. And this was one of the slower episodes, but I get a lot of good resources. Next episode I craft some more things, but then I think there's only one thing to do, and that's to stay out for the Erebus dimension. Actually, I don't think I'll have the resources to get. I want to put the portal in the basin. So I don't know. Next episode will be. Next episode, I'm gonna craft some more things. For now, though, that's gonna be it. If you the episode, drop a like on it. If you didn't, drop a dislike on it. Leave a comment explaining why. Subscribe if you want to see more. And click that bell if you want to get notified when a new episode comes out. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I am out. Signing off.